more tournament action coming your way right now with this first round matchup between the 7th-seeded Phoenix Suns and the 26th-seeded Charlotte Hornets. This will conclude play in the first round of the Los Angeles region, and the winner of this one will move on to play the Houston Rockets. Starting lineups for the Suns, who will be running the 2005 playbook from the Steve Nash, Shawn Marion, and Amar'e Staoudemire era, and you'll notice that a holdout from the 2K series, Charles Barkley, will join the foray, courtesy of a custom roster from a member of the community. I think I downloaded it from the user named Chase MIA, but I can't recall exactly. Whoever it was, thank you very much for putting Barkley into the game. I felt like this tournament would not have been complete without him. He will also be appearing for the Philadelphia 76ers, but we haven't got there yet, so stay tuned. This Phoenix team is an interesting one. They're very guard-heavy overall, so it's a good thing for them that Barkley's able to come in and add a little bit of skill and talent and toughness there to the front court. This is prime Steve Nash, so he'll be getting a lot of minutes, but aside from him, there will be a lot of rotation among their guards, so they'll all get a chance to play. Meanwhile, for the Hornets, this looks like a bit of a ragtag bunch on paper. It's possible, if you were to look at this roster and compare it against the other ones, that this is one of the worst teams on paper in this entire tournament. And I think if you're a basketball fan, you've heard of a lot of these players, but you probably wouldn't rank any of them among the best that have ever played the game, and certainly not alongside some of the others that we've seen in this tournament. They'll be running the 1993 Hornets playbook from the Alonzo Mourning era in their effort to pull off the upset here in Phoenix. Let's get you to tip-off.
And it's the Suns to start out. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets.
Charlotte foul, Eddie Jones. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And Phoenix has possession. Here's Clutch. Steps back and shoots. And he buries his first look.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him. And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Nash. They set the pick. Not going to go that time. And Charlotte going the other way now. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Booker, and they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
One trait of an elite scorer like Booker, they take what you give them. The mid-range working for Devin.
It's Walker on the wing. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Here's Nash. Pass to Clutch. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. The Hornets pull it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Here's Staoudemire. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
You know, Nash is an excellent distributor, a phenomenal floor general, great at recognizing when his guys are open.
Nice shot by Walker.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Here's Nash. Walker covering. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And the quickness of the release, very impressive from Nash, especially when he gets inside.
Pass to Rice. Off target with the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Staoudemire. And here's Booker. Here's Nash. Here's Clutch. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Pass to Johnson. Back to Jones. To the middle. Here's Rice. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And there's a pick. Outside Booker. from behind the arc. Suns keep it alive. There's the block.
How about the reach of Mourning? Very impressive and very long, too. An elite shot blocker who does a good job timing his jump.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Nash. Walker covering. Staoudemire. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and Staoudemire, really one of the deadliest big men in the game. His combination of power and speed and finishing, wow, unique.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Charlotte now. Outside Walker. Pass to Rice. Offline with a 3. And Phoenix has possession. Here's Clutch. Outside Booker. Shoots over Johnson. Here's Clutch. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here's Jones. Outside Johnson. The rebound by Clutch.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Left side Booker. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Walker for 3. That shot, no good. The Suns leading. Pass to Nash. Launches it. Offensive rebound. They swipe it. Here's Rice. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint. Also, their passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Pass to Kidd. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it. It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
They set the pick. Here's Clutch. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play. Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. And the Hornets with possession here. 4-point game. Outside Walker. Right side Jones. Outside Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And Walker, here we go. Sweet little floater. Walker's got 6 points.
That's an aspect of Walker's game that I like. I mean, his ability to use the dribble drive and score on the move, nice.
There's a screen. Here he goes. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Phoenix.
Charlotte trailing. Left side Jones. Pass to Walker. Over to the wing. Outside Jones. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. It doesn't go for him. The Suns go the other way with it.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now Walker. He's got 6. Pass to Mourning. Outside Jones. Here's the pick. To the paint. Mourning with the bucket.
And, you know, that's exactly what you want from your point guard. Get the ball to the open guy on time and on target.
Here's Marion. On the take. Kidd gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
All right, we'll be taking out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers. That was your Suns dancers. Make some noise.
And here's Curry. Pass to Walker. From the baseline. That one goes in. Walker's got 8.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Here's Kidd. Driving in. That one drops for him.
Kidd doing a nice job snaking inside. I like that move. Terrific. That maneuvering. Eel-like all the way to the rim.
Now here's Walker. Give him 8. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
The Suns leading. Here's Nash. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Kidd. No good on the 3.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Curry with the block. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns on offense. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Pass to Chambers. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Now here's Walker. Give him 8 points now. The 3 from Curry. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Pass to Westphal. Here's Nash. Walker covering. Here's Chambers. Unloads from 13. And he knocks the jumper down. And now it's a 9-point Phoenix lead.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Here's Chambers. Here's Westphal. And the layup is good off the glass. And Phoenix leads by 9.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
He drops it from range.
And Dale Curry is a sniper of snipers. Lethal, fearless, shooting from the perimeter. Gotta get out on him.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Pass to Kidd. Here's Westphal. Wallace pulls it in.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
The shot comes out. Nice D from Nance. Pass to Westphal. Now here's Nance. Here's Johnson. And he drops it in from the low post.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Here's Bogues. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Here's Westphal. Drains the triple. And now an 11-point Phoenix lead.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Bogues. The 3 from Curry. And no good. And so it's Phoenix. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the floor for Charlotte. Here's Wallace, covered by Johnson. Pass to Divac. 5 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Shot from the top of the key. He got a piece of it.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Nance. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Nance has got 5 rebounds in the game. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Pass to Bogues. And he lobs it up top. Here's Wallace. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. They set a pick. The 17-footer. The shot by Bogues, no good. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Marley. Here's Chambers. Count that one. He has 6.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
To the inside. Knocked away. Here's Marley. There's the 3. And the Suns get another 3.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pass to Westfall. Nance outside. Here's Westfall for 3. Here's Johnson off the left rim and out. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Back to Curry. Here's Divac. Opening close, and he drops it in.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers.
Johnson, he's checked in for Johnson. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Pass to Nance. Here's Chambers. 5 to shoot. The bank shot, no good. Here's Wallace. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Johnson. Now Nance. He's covered by Curry. Here's Westfall. Back to Nance. From downtown. Westfall, no good. Here's Bogues. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Hornets, Muggsy Bogues, taking 2 shots. Timeout, Charlotte. Ladies and gentlemen, your son, Dancer. Ladies and gentlemen, your son, Dancer.
And the Hornets making a change here. Jones is checked in. The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Johnson with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Out to the wing. Here's Clutch. Phoenix no good that time either. Outside Jones. Pass to Divac. Four on the clock. Outside Jones. Pulls up. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Clutch. Here's Staoudemire. Tries to snap the cold streak.
Great admiration for Staudemire's athleticism. You got to be aware of it now because he'll get to the air and throw it down in a hurry.
Pass to Jones. Three-pointer. The rebound by Clutch. Jones has gone 1 for 4 from the field. Here's Marley. Outside Johnson. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one. Out to the right wing. Tries it from 19. Good on the shot.
And Bogues is a crafty passer. Excellent court awareness and has a real knack for finding the open man.
Look on up, and he sinks the layup. And Phoenix leads by 14.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Pass to Jones. Here's Wallace. Another shot. Banked it in off the glass.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Johnson. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Phoenix calls timeout.
Personal foul. First team foul. Suns timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Dancer. This is coming out of the court. The floor for the away team.
On defense, the Hornets. Down by 12.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Team foul.
Here's Nash. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Staoudemire. Lays it up and banks it in.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Walker. Here's Rice. Good, and it's Walker who picks up the assist. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Marion. Pass to Nash. Down low. Oh, deflected. Here's Rice. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Here's Nash. Walker covering. Pulls it from the top of the key, and it's Phoenix with another.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Walker. 10 points for him. The kick out to Johnson. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Clutch. Right wing. Here's Nash. Here's Clutch. Covered by Johnson. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Mourning.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Pass to Clutch. Here's Marley. To the inside. Jones with the block. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Charlotte trailing. Here's Jones. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Jones has gotten his second bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
For 3, Booker. The offensive rebound.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
It's good. Walker's got 12 points.
Walker does a good job, a really solid job at filling out the defense. Takes a lot of pride in keeping them off balance with the flow.
And they recover it. Pass to Marion. Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
You know, the connection Staoudemire has with his teammates on these alley-oops, really special and simpatico.
Amar'e Staoudemire. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
1:41 left to play in the first half. Back to Walker. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Staoudemire. He's got 10.
Charlotte foul. Alonzo Mourning. That's his third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Suns, Amar'e
Shoot 2.
At the line for two.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. There's a minute 12 left in the first half. On the wing, Jones. Booker defending. Here's Walker. Walker with another miss.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Nash. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Rice. Drives to the hoop. Phoenix grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16. That's tipped. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. The Suns leading. Pass to Booker. Here's Nash. Lets it go from 11. Here's Staoudemire. And he makes it on the layup. He's got 13.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
To the middle. Here's Mourning. Yes. Great play by Walker to set it up. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Boy, the interior game of Mourning, really strong, solid, excellent at getting quality shots in close.
And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. More 2K action in just a moment. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Boy, Kemba Walker has been sensational.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Pass to Jones. 3-pointer, no good. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And for Charlotte, here's Clutch. Give him 8 points now. 6 to shoot. Here's Marley. The 3. Buries it from 3. He's got 6.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
And for Phoenix, outside Jones. Pass to Mourning. No luck on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Nash. Walker covering. Here's Nash. Shoots over Walker. The Suns need to get off a shot. Staoudemire can't hit that one. And it's the Hornets with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Here's Mourning. Blocked. They retain possession. And Walker with the 3. Walker's got 17 points.
And Walker always shot ready. This is why you can't lay off of him, especially when the ball's going towards him.
Pass to Marley. Ball stolen. All by himself. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Here's Marley. To the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. Walker with it. To the wing on the left. Here's Mourning. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Nash. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Pass to Jones. This for the tie. Rebound by Staoudemire. Here's Nash. Here's Marion. Here's Clutch. Second chance shot, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Kemba Walker.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Pass to Rice. Launches a three. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Walker's got 6 assists now in the game. Inside. Intercepted! To the paint. Here's Johnson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Shooting for Charlotte, Larry Johnson. Shooting 1.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Larry Johnson, Grandmama, is a dependable forward, excels at scoring in the paint, and doesn't mind thumping and bumping.
Here's Nash. Pass to Clutch. It's stolen by Johnson. Out left to the wing. Rice. And the Hornets, another 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Timeout called. The Suns. How about Kemba Walker? Strong contribution so far in this one.
They know they need to change things up and do it quickly. They cannot allow him to keep running wild.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Sun Dancer. That was your Shawn Dancer. Make some noise.
Down low. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, And we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Now here's Jones. 6 points for him. The fadeaway. That shot off.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, you question the shot difficulty.
Here's Nash. Walker covering. Pass to Nash to the right side. Just 5 to shoot. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
This is coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your John Spencer. All right, fans, that was your Shawn Spencer. Make some noise.
Here's Gill. Walker for 3. Can't get it to go. Now 9 for 15. Pass to Nash. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clutch. This for the tie. He can't hit that time. And Charlotte going the other way now. It's Walker on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Davis, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, Baron Davis.
The Suns trailing. Here's Marley. He has 6. And there's the screen. To the middle. Here's Staoudemire. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You know, this is what Nash loves doing. An amazing passer. He has eyes in the back of his head, I think.
Davis from long range. The Suns clear it. At one point, they led by 16. To the left wing. Pass to Staoudemire. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Nash. Pass to Clutch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. The shot by Staoudemire, no good.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always. Wait.
Here's Mourning to end the drought. It's hauled in by Nash. Here's Clutch. 10 points for him. Knocked loose. Takes it inside. Gill, no. The Suns leading. Pass to Nash. He can't get it to go. Here's Mourning. It's tipped. The shot that time not on target.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Here's Nash. Checked by Davis. Here's Staoudemire. The Hornets pull it in. To the left side wing. Out to the wing. Rice. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 19.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Hey, give them credit also for the number of layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the bucket.
Charlotte trailing. Outside Davis. Pass to Gill. Outside Davis. Here's Wallace. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. The rebound by Clutch.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's Westfall, following the bucket by the Hornets. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Shoots from the elbow, and the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up.
Shooting for Charlotte, Gerald Wallace. 1 shot.
One shot.
There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. Pass to Nance. Here's Westfall. Shot clock at 6. And he can't get that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
There's Davis with the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Davis has got his second basket on the night.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Kid got a hand on it.
Coleman, great length. Great length at 6'10". The wingspan of a Condor really excels at reaching out and turning shots away.
And how about the mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it's
now here's Davis. That one falls. And now it's a 4-point Charlotte lead.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Here's Johnson. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Here's Charlotte. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Davis against Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Baron Davis. At the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throws. Both free throws good from Davis.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Here's Johnson. He's off on the layup. The third quarter comes to a close. Hornets out in front, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our to the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the Hornets. Pass to Nash. Here's Westfall. Tipped away. Now the Hornets moving it up. Here's Walker. And right on target. That was good. Walker's got 21. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Hornets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they've quite a few turnovers as a result.
Another thing, they've not only caused a bunch of turnovers tonight, they've turned most of them into points.
Now here's Jones. The kick out to Walker. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Nash. Pass to Chambers. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Jones has got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Walker.
Suns foul. Tom Chambers. That's his 2nd personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Suns.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Outside Walker. Clock at 6. Back to Jones. From deep. The Suns clear it.
It's never easy from easy distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
First team foul.
Here's Nash. Walker covering. Goes back up.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Pass to Jones. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Good.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here's Clutch to end the run. And he's 6 for 12 after that one. The Hornets with a lead. Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Hornets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Hornets was getting across in their huddle. He loves the pressure D. He told his guys, quote, got them on their heels. They're making mistakes. Do not let them get comfortable. We'll see if they can maintain their disruptive ways down the stretch. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Rice. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Yep, that one goes. And Charlotte leads by 11.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
Hits a three-pointer.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Pass to Staoudemire. Here's Clutch.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
So it's Phoenix now, down by 12. Here's Clutch. 4 on the clock. Over to the left wing. Here's Westfall.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's Jones. Can't get it to drop. And Phoenix the other way now.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Nice move. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Pass to Rice. A little mid-range shot is up. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Here's Westfall. Here's Clutch. That one no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Jones. Here's Mourning. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
They set the screen. Here's Nash. Covered by Johnson. Floats one. And the basket by Nash.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Jones. And again, it's Charlotte converting. Boy, the Suns are struggling. Pass to Clutch. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Rice. No good from outside. Here's Clutch. Pass to Westfall. Here's Nash. Gets the three ball to go.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Here's Walker. Here's Mourning. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
Pass to Nash. And he drives in. Can't connect from short range. On offense, here are the Hornets. Outside Walker. Here's Rice. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. 23 points in the game.
The jump shot of Rice gets it off so easily and so smoothly. Silk personified that jumper of his.
Here's Staoudemire. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Mourning. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Pass to Clutch. Here's Westfall. Looking to get it going. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Jones. And the three off target.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Nash. Walker covering. Pass to Booker. Here's Marion. Here's Nash. And they get it back. Here's Staoudemire. Outside Jones. Back to Johnson from outside the arc. And Booker pulls it down. Out left to the wing. They grab their own miss. Marion misses. Outside Jones. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the skill set of Eddie Jones. I mean, this guy does a little bit of everything. He's an effective guard who doesn't shy away from taking shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops it first. Good on both. They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son, dancer.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
The incredible display of shooting, just absolutely pure out there tonight. I mean, really able to maintain a high percentage by picking and choosing solid shots, all while outsmarting and outworking the defense.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. Hornets on D. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Now here's Walker. 6 to shoot. Here's Mourning. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 22.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Pass to Booker. To the wing, right side. Here's Staoudemire. There's the steal. Outside Walker. To the right side. Outside Jones. From deep, Johnson. The rebound by Staoudemire. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Here's Clutch. Here's Booker. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And we've got 1:18 left in the game. Outside Walker. Lets a floater go. Here's Mourning. Soft touch off the glass.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Pass to Clutch. Up top, Booker. Three-pointer off the mark. Outside Walker. Here's Rice. Fires the three. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist.
Hey, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Outside Jones, 16 feet out, and again, it's Charlotte converting.
Walker has such an excellent feel for the mid-range game, and he does a nice job recognizing when to shoot it from there.
Booker for three, pure from three-point range. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everyone.
All right, so remember that part where I said Charlotte might be one of the worst teams in this entire tournament? Yeah, throw that out the window, because they pulled off what is probably the biggest upset of the entire tournament so far. Phoenix came out looking like every bit of a top 10 seed, but then once the fourth quarter rolled around, this one was all Charlotte. They got the momentum, they never let it go. Steve Nash never really got it going for the Suns, and he finished with only 9 points and 7 assists on 4 of 16 shooting from the field. Amar'e Staoudemire, he played pretty well, 27 points and 11 rebounds for him, and the round mound of rebound, Charles Barkley himself, lives up to his nickname, going for 19 points and 19 rebounds. As for the Hornets, Kemba Walker came up big with 26 points and 9 assists. Sharpshooting Glen Rice matches him with 26 points on 6 of 9 from the three-point line, and Alonzo Mourning put up 24 points and 16 rebounds. If you're watching the tournament in order, head on down to Celtics versus the Timberwolves. That'll open up play in the Boston region. And if you're following the Hornets' journey through the tournament, head on over to Game 20 in the linked playlist. Thanks for watching.